going on, family? How y'all doing today? I hope you guys are having a great day. Feeling creative today. So I showed you guys in one of the last videos that we got a bumper for the Jeep already, right? So what I'm thinking about doing, and for those who are new to the channel, your boy T, this right here, this big swole is my Chrysler 300. It's wifey's car. She got a BMW. And this is Lady Liberty. This is who we focusing on today, Liberty. So what I think we're gonna do here, we're trying to figure out what's the best way to mount this. Most of you guys already know there's not a lot of really great stuff out there or modification options for Jeep Liberties. So we gotta create it. Did some research online and I did find one guy who did some work. Interestingly enough, he had a white Jeep. This one started out as gray and I made it white and black. And he did some real interesting cuts and mounted his bumper on from the top part of the bumper itself. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So he did some cuts here, right? And I think this is probably what I'm gonna end up doing. And what I'm gonna probably end up doing, and go a little bit deeper, is I'm gonna cut here, go here and around this hump, and probably up around here, and then cut this piece right here straight down. So all of this is gonna be gone. So all of this will be gone. Even this little hump right here will be all gone, right? We're gonna do that on both sides. What he ended up doing, so I did some measurements and trying to prepare myself for this. In order to mount from here, this will leave too much room at the top. So this right here, in between here and here, is probably about it's resting at 3/4, so it's 2 3/4. From about here, it's almost 2 1/4. So where that leaves us is that if we did this being resting at 2 3/4, 2 3/4 will put us into the grill. That's not good. This is 2 and, well, you can see 2 3/4 will put us into the grill about just a little less than a ½ inch. That's not gonna work. We ain't cutting the grill. If we cut the bottom, there's clips that support that grill and keep it steady. If we cut the bottom, that's gonna flap. Not good. No bueno. So what we need to figure out, and what he did was he mounted, these holes right here are for a winch, right? Winch location. So what I'm thinking about doing is bolting similar to the way he did, right through that support, through the front at the top of the bumper, right? Probably somewhere around here, straight down, we have to take all this stuff off and put a couple of bolts to hold that in place and do that, just those 2 in the middle, and then maybe 1 and 2 over here where we have these bolts here, right? These holes here. So I think that may be the plan. So to get started with this build, we gotta start taking some stuff off this Jeep. No big deal. So we get the hood open. We'll take the grill off. We're probably gonna have to take the lights off and maybe that little plastic piece. Sorry guys, little plastic piece right here. Probably just take the grill, this little plastic piece right here, and the lights. Get those gains out of the way, and then we can start cutting. That's the plan. Man, I'm not crazy about this right now, to be honest with you, but I got to do something. right? We really got to get this bumper on and get some things going with this Jeep. So another thing we're probably going to do here shortly is, let's get around here, is this hitch, man. This hitch is horrible. It's horrible looking. Look at this. So we're gonna probably end up doing with this is taking this thing down, sanding it all the way down, getting it nice prepped, and then we'll probably hit it with just some black Rust-Oleum. And yeah, man, because this thing is horrible. So I think that's the plan. But today, we're probably gonna just focus on this bumper. Yeah, you guys can sense my excitement. But it's all good. We got to get it done, man. We got to figure it out. We do this stuff ourselves because we're not average. Average people got to go and get somebody else to do it. Man, we ain't average, man. No, that ain't rich. So in order to get it done, sometimes you just got to figure it out. I'm not afraid to figure it out. All right, guys. So let's stop this video, and we're going to get a little B-roll of us taking this grill off. All right? All right, so here's what I think we're gonna do. Because this is riveted in, I'm not taking it off. We're not gonna even play there, right? Trying to see, are there places the back of this thing actually sits in? What we're gonna focus on is literally cutting here along this guide all the way to the end, and then we're gonna just take off from here. So we're not gonna cut all the way in here. I don't think it's necessary. So we're gonna cut from here over and then here out. And I think this is all just sheet metal. So the brace, I don't know if you can see in here, is right here, right? So where we're cutting is far on the other side of that. If you look from the other side, that's what that looks like. That piece that's inside that hole, right? It goes all the way out. That's the support stuff, the frame that runs the length of the body. All right, so what we're gonna do is just cut this little piece of sheet metal off, get it out of the way, and see how our bumper fit. got one cut done. Just got to mimic that on the other side. I'm gonna clean that point off, round it off a bit. As a matter of fact, I think I'm gonna finish cutting up on that, up there to about right there, and then I'll be done with that. I might clean that point off right there. I haven't decided yet. I'll see what it looks like once we get the bumper. So I think we got our cuts done. We finished. Gotta make this straighter, so knock that little piece off there. So you can't see it. It won't be hidden, but I need to knock that little piece off right there. Knock that little piece off right there. Yeah. And I'll be done with the cuts. We're gonna run a quick test fit, go from there. So we cut some more. This is where we landed with this corner. Kind of curve that up a little bit. Probably gonna clean it up and make it a little bit smoother. Take care of this metal right here a little bit better. Just grind that smooth. That's what I'm gonna do. All right, so what I'm gonna do now is go work on the cuts on the other side. Yeah. So this is how it's gonna look, guys. I gotta center it up. We're gonna bolt it from here and there right into that frame. I think I'm gonna cut the rest of this metal so that it at least comes under here. I don't wanna see that. I don't think I wanna see that metal. So we're gonna cut that probably somewhere around here. I might take it around this little piece right here and then go down, cut under here. Get that out the way on both sides. Not really crazy about what that looks like right there. So, but for the most part, I think the bumper look nice right there. I'm not gonna be, might sit down a little bit lower. I want to say the grill sits on top of this. So that'd be that little gap right there. I'm not tripping about that gap, to be honest with you. I'm not really tripping about that. I think that might work still. It's that metal, man. It's that metal. I'm trying to get rid of that metal right there. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of that little piece right there, man. I don't think it's serving any really solid purpose right now. All right, man. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead on and do some more trimming real quick. Knock that out, and then center the bumper where we want it, and then start us some holes, and then get us some bolts, because I don't think I have anything that'll fit this. Let me see if I got room behind here. I ain't got room behind here to get to it, so they gotta go all the way through. So yeah, they gotta go all the way through. Yeah, man. I think that's where we are. Give me a minute. All right, so we got those cleaned up, as you can see. All right, so next is what I'm gonna probably end up doing. God, man, I need to. Lord, I gotta see where that bumper falls, because not the bumper, but the grill. Because I may have to mess with this thing, because it's gonna be in the way a little bit. I may have to trim that thing. I know it controls airflow. But I don't have as much stuff here blocking stuff, so I think I might be all right. So what I'm gonna end up doing, I need to do a quick little measurements here, find out where my center is, work on the center of the bumper, line it up, test fit where the grill sits on here so that I know if I can cut any of this. And then trim back, make my marks. And I'm probably not going to be able to finish this video today because I need to get the bolts. We'll see. Maybe I can run to the store and grab them and come back and put them in. All right, let me get started with this. So after evaluating the bumper on here, the grill on here, I can probably cut along this line and be good. So I'm gonna cut along here and get rid of all that. And then I'll be able to get to the screws, which sits under here. Not only that, but it'll help me get rid of some of this unnecessary stuff that I don't need. Well, I ain't gonna say it's unnecessary, but I'll probably be able to get rid of some of the things that that are in the way right now. So, yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. Once you cut it, it's cut. Can't do nothing about that after that. So, whew, child. Mother, get at it, man. Get at it. Change of plans. Think this is gonna work better. So I decided to drill some pilot holes, right? Just wide enough so that I can bolt directly into them. And look, guys, it works. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna mount all these holes up to get the holes drilled and tapped. And then I'm gonna take the bumper off. I'm gonna put the hangers on here and then put everything back together. Give me a minute. We got it done, guys. And I gotta say, I like the way it looks. Let me show you what that looks like. Let's recap what we did. So we trimmed off this stuff here, right? All that extra stuff that was sticking here that was blocking this fender, this bumper going all the way back, right? We did that on both sides to clean it up. But cut off a bit to get it where we want it, right? Now initially, I found center line and I drilled a couple of holes in the brace that's under the bumper. Then I realized, well, it was able to go back a little bit further. What I ended up doing was cutting this piece right here because I needed to get to these holes. So I had this piece right here that I cut to get to these holes. And I realized, I don't think I'm gonna need them. So I was just using my brain a little bit and say, hey, look, what if I went up under this little plastic piece, pushed the bumper back a little bit further, and drilled directly into those reinforcements, that thick area. So I tapped holes while on top, right? Tapped the holes big enough so that I can see the hole. Took the bumper off, finished cutting out the hole with the step bit. Got it to an opening about where I thought it would be nice. Took other bolts and then threaded the holes that I drilled. Because there's multiple layers of steel that's under there. I figured that's strong enough to hold a boat. So I put it on there, and man, this thing ain't going nowhere. Took the black bolts, drilled it in to hold it, so that it looks better, in my opinion. I was going to put the hangers on the front here, and I realized that the hangers actually mounted to the back of the other plates. Right? Let me show you the big old pile of all this cut metal. So One thing about the Jeep is a little lighter. So it mounted to the back of these. In order to put those on there, I need to get some more bolts. So what I'm gonna end up doing is just gonna get some more bolts. I gotta get some wood to make a trellis anyway for my wife. Here's that piece that I was telling you guys about that I cut off. And anyone that has a Liberty that's looking at doing this with the rough country bumper, just a note, unless you just don't want that thing sticking out there, you don't have to cut it. Me personally, I think it looks good without it. I don't think it's necessary. So if anybody that's doing this, you can follow these same steps. So hit me up and I'll walk you through the process and help you out, man. Again, we know there's not a lot for these Liberties that's out there. And I think this looked pretty good, man. Yep. Next project, or the next thing we're gonna be doing to this Jeep, is we're gonna be tackling that hitch. I think that's it for this video. About to clean up my mess. Probably get out of these sweaty clothes so I can run to the store real quickly and get the other stuff that I need to finish the job. I think I have enough to clean that rust off that bumper and be good with that. Other than that, I think that's it. Guys, y'all know how we end the video. Man, it's beautiful out here. I gotta say it's a nice day too, but y'all know how we end the video. Let's get some light on that. Let's get some light, especially for what we did. Let's get some light. Let's get some, oh, okay. Guys, you were designed for greatness. Ain't nothing about you average, because you can do stuff like this. Average cat gotta go find somebody, or they just not gonna do it. That's just the way it is. You've been designed from greatness, man. Nothing about you guys average. So hey, look at this Jeep. It ain't average. Hey man, don't be average.